Battle Brothers!
Right, let's begin. Ooh, thank you for the follow, Vojta and Boris Makarov. Didn't quite expect to get follows that soon. So, we're back. It's been a few days. E3 kind of got in the way of what I wanted to be doing, but we can carry on now. And we'll start off by doing the cool thing and jumping backwards into the abyss like a true dragoon. Oh, won't let me do it. No! Oh no. You just do it normally. Got caught. It's the best way to get off that building. So, I believe where we left off, we just walked up to this quest after beating Titan, burying the dead, and a few other bits. So I may have caught, like, I'm muted at the worst time in that Shadowbringers trailer, but it doesn't mean anything to me just yet. So it's one of those ones of, I don't mind spoilers that are so far out for me that I don't actually understand what the fuck it actually means. It's if someone spoiled what anything that's like right about to happen. Right, let's go see this elf boy that a lot of people seem to be quite happy about. Like, there are things I have been mildly spoiled on, which is more my fault for not playing the game earlier, really. I can't expect everyone to be able to keep me completely blind going into it. So, how do you pronounce this? Lord Horshafont? 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 Archafont? Anyone know if there's an official way of saying this? It may take some time before I receive any information regarding your missing airship. While you wait, might indulge me a small favour. Pronounce it, bro. It is obvious to me that you know much and more of the ways of war. I ask that you share this knowledge with our knights, so they may better be prepared for what next the Dravanian horde strikes. One of my veteran knights is presently conducting a training session just beyond our western gate. Pray seek him out and introduce yourself. He will explain how you can help. Horshafon? Go Horshafon. And to the west. Right, Sid and Alphano, got anything to say? I'm glad we left the observatorium. The people were not friendly. Though even here I can feel eyes upon us. We're not safe. Okay. We came to find an airship, yet we now meddle in Ishgardian affairs estate. God, if Elsie was here, I'd never hear the end of it. Where has she even gotten off to? Can I go through here? No, I have to go the other way. The Squid King, how's it going? Story night. I'm hoping for the end of this stream us to get to Stone Vigil. It's sort of where I'm wanting us to get to today. Then hopefully we could make Garuda by the weekend. A fine morrow to you, miss. Lord Horshafon tells me you possess a great deal of experience, certainly more than the Green Boys. I mean to test you today. If you allow it, I would like to even the odds by settling all three against you. No objections, yes? Then let's begin. Knights to arms. Right, let's see if I'm anywhere near as good in practice as I was getting. I might do some Gladiator stuff as well on stream, as I've been slowly levelling that off screen. I've been quite enjoying Gladiator. It's interesting to do tanks for a bit. I do like this and I've been for it a few times now. Hop back on chicken. When do I get this mount? It's adorable. I think it's more cute for Lalafels. They're like a little stack. Let's put it back to Hoshfon. I observed everything from the western wall. Splendid performance, Eri. Mayhap you have discerned this during your short time here, but House 14 regards outsiders differently from the other high houses. We have no objections to employing adventurers and sellswords, for example, whereas others have, for all intents and purposes, forbidden the practice. They do so at their peril. Discard a man's talents solely because the circumstance of his birth is short-sighted and foolish. You know, after watching you spar for nights, I'm reminded that you're a woman of action. Doubtless you would rather take a more active role in my inquiries, yes? Then let's discuss how you can do just that. Ooh, any of these useful? I could use more money, I'm really running low. I keep teleporting around. See a gold saucer. I'll have to put money towards it at some point. Lord Hoshfon has a proposal for how you might participate. As you have doubtless realised by now, the High House of Ishgard, House 4 Temps included, are either unable or unwilling to offer you formal assistance in your search. However, that does not mean that you are not influential individuals within each house who are unsympathetic to your cause. Lady Nina of mine, or Nina? Nini? Nene? I don't know. Who resides here in Camp Dragonhead rather enjoys the company of travellers. There is also Cravelin of House Helionart, who can be found at Skyfire Locks, though any information you pry from the scribe may prove difficult to pass. Have you spoken with the chief astrologian of the House Durandere, right? Perhaps he'll be more accommodating once I inform that you are a friend of House 4 Temps. I can't read today, God. Do not concern yourself with House Zamil. I shall contact them myself, seek counsel of the three I mentioned, and return to me when finished. You're very helpful. I wasn't quite expecting to be this accommodating. So first up is over here, I think. Ninny? Why hello, good madame. What's that? An airship, you say? I hate to disappoint you, but I know nothing of what you seek. Likely no one in House 4 Temps does, or if they did, I would definitely know that as well. The topic on everyone's lips these days is what will become of young Lord Francel. Some say the allegations are long overdue, given how many members of House Helionart have been found guilty of heresy in recent days. Unfortunately, Shin, the stinger was the only bit I heard. I unmuted the patch stream at the worst possible time. That was the only bit of it I had. So I basically heard the worst possible bit. Although, I said it doesn't mean much to me. It's nearly impossible for me to avoid a lot of spoilers. I'm cursed. If I don't accidentally do something gets dropped on my lap. There's Mike again. In here? I think so. Back here. Cravelin. Hello and grant me strength. There must be some way to... who are you? Friend of Lord Hoshfon? I want to help you, I truly do, but these accusations of heresy have thrown House Helionart into chaos. Right now we must focus on combating these charges and preserving our reputation. That's a big pig over there. Or a sheep. I'm not quite sure what they are. Who's up next? 4 more. Who's back in the tower? We've also got to do this dungeon, which is Shadows Uncast, which is the Zimul Darkhold. And we will likely have the next Dragoon quest coming up shortly. I hope I don't have to go up these stairs too many times in the story. Follow more. I gather you've been busy since last we spoke. Lord Horshfont's missive was positively glowing. But if you think this endorsement is a cause for me to disregard Ishgardian policies, then you're sorely mistaken. We are at war, madam, and the enemy grows bolder by the day. Why, in the short time since Inquisitor Guilliman arrived in Corthius, countless heretics have been discovered, even among the elite of Ishgardian society. If Lord Horshfont wishes to waste his days chasing after a long-lost airship, then that is his choice. If he expects others to share in his folly, then he is truly blind to the present state of affairs. Cool. I'm actually going to jump off the top this time. I just did the daily stuff, so I just occasionally jump into when I'm doing these duty finals. I'm just doing it on my gladiator now. Which way do I want to be jumping off? This way. I think, yeah. So we'll actually get on here. Woo, that was funky. I was kind of expecting to fully jump off backwards. I guess I found a quick teleport. We could probably just teleport back to the castle. Yeah, I've gone into first person and used the jumps before. You just sort of slide along the ground. This side. I want this table for my room. I want a big Warhammer table. By your countenance, I take it that you did not learn anything of use. Nor did I fear. It seems the whole Corthius is consumed in talk of heretics in the high houses. We can only hope that my sources in Ishgard proper provide more pertinent information. Do we get anything here for me? Get harpoon, but it's not quite as good. Steel longsword might be good for my gladiator. But I could do for more money. I had another personal request to make of you. It concerns Lord Francel, of whom much has been whispered in recent days. I have received a report that he and 3 knights were seen headed towards the Steel Vigil. Yes, Steel Vigil, not Stone. The outpost was long overrun by Dravian hordes, so I'm certain that he intends to accomplish I'm not sure what he intends to accomplish. Whatever his motive, I fear his safety. Pray journey to Steel Vigil and see if Lord Francel's party requires assistance. This entire Let's Play has just been me mispronouncing every name I come across. Where are we heading? There's just too many quests on the map. So that ruins I could see from the top of the tower earlier. I think what throws me off about the mispronunciations is because they have different naming conventions in everywhere you go. So you end up in some places where they're using French, some places where they're using Germans. Where you go to Uldan, they're using sort of Arabic sounding words. Oh no. This is quite a sneak out. Didn't quite intend that to happen. Watch out. Malveeb's Welsh, I believe, in the way it uses letters. Sounds sort of vaguely like a Celtic language. Francel, how's it going? Who goes there? Eri? No, stay back. The fiend is still here. Oh no. Playing Gladiator, I was really surprised how many more attacks I feel I have on Gladiator for this. So once I get out of the battle sort of thing, if I swap between what I've now got on my Gladiator, so I feel like I've got a shit ton of attacks on Gladiator so far. I've got a 3-part combo which can be swapped out for Riot Blade, on top of 2 enmity things. I just feel like I got a shit ton compared to my Dragoon, because this is level 26 now. I feel that when I was around level 26, yeah, I didn't even have jump. I only just got my actual 3-part combo. Feels way different with the amount of stuff you have. I'll only be praised, you did it. But what are the others? The 3 knights who accompanied me, where are they? Go find his buddies. This is nice music. Oh, there's another one there. Grab this one first. Confound it all. How are we to redeem House Helianart if we cannot even slay a single Avis? We are fortunate you came along when you did. House Helianart will remember your kindness. It's more that you have a stun as well and all sorts of stuff. And even looking at the rest of my abilities, a lot seem to still be coming very quickly. I heard the beast cries from over yonder. Then Lord Francel is safe. Bless you, miss, bless you. And where's the last one? Probably behind a wall. They do like to hide people. I'll be behind that one. Yep, there he is. Curse those fiends, it was as though they knew we were coming. Your buddies are fine, Francel. But I've got to fight somebody else. It was a foolish thing to do, I know. But I'd hope we might demonstrate our devotion by slaying a number of Skelkin. Moreover, it was House Helianite that yielded the steel vigil to the Horde many years ago. One might say that our defeat here heralded the slow decline of our house's once great name. Yet we've been brought even lower by these despicable accusations of heresy, and despite my best efforts, I have done naught to improve the situation. The day of my trial approaches, soon I must accept judgment of the Inquisitors, whatever it may be. But even should my protestations fall on deaf ears, I will proclaim my innocence to the dying breath. So one of them said he felt like they knew they were coming. So we've got a feeling it's likely they've been set up. The question is, by who? I'm going the wrong way off this wall. What did you find at the Steel Vigil? Ah, I see. A reckless plan. But at least it did not cost his knights their lives. I have news for you as well. A witness to the final flight of the Enterprise has been found. Alas, there is a complication. It has become common knowledge that you paid a visit to Lord Francel at Skyfire Lock not long ago. Upon hearing this, the witness became understandably reticent to make your acquaintance, for fear of being seen in the company of a woman who might later be declared a heretic. A not unreasonable fear, given the zeal which Inquisitor Guilliman has conducted his investigation. In any case, if we wish to obtain his testimony, we must first clear Lord Francel's name, and by association, yours. We'll take the money. There's nothing on here that I want either. As I see it, the key to proving Lord Francel's innocence is discrediting the evidence against him. I speak of you, the Draconian Rosary found in the chest you yourself discovered. If you would, please tell me of the incident in question. So it was found in the locket chest labelled as property of Lord Francel. If the rosary was not his, then someone else must have planted it. Here is what you must do. Return to Skyfire Locks and speak with Rickerman. He works closely with the porters who ferry goods across Corthus. He may have some inkling of who could be responsible. Glowing Super Saiyan Lalafell there. Right, back on Burb. And probably when I get my next free Grand Company promotion, I'm going to be buying new barding for the Chocobo. Give him a cool outfit. So I'll be going this way slightly. Yeah, I think they did a little bit last stream, I think. A few shouts of heretic. So I imagine that might become more common when we get to Heaven's Ward. I've got a feeling there's going to be a lot of talk of heresy. Someone tampering with shipments. Fury strike me down. If all them rosaries found in our possessions were planted. Hey now, don't you give me that look, lass. I'm a House Helianite man through and through. This heresy nonsense is bad for me and my family too. I ain't saying the porters would bring the shipments, did it? Though I know most of them that work trade routes, and have never had cause to question their faith. But it wasn't them neither. And your guess is as good as mine. After all, most every shipment is thoroughly inspected before it. Could have been the fellas what were responsible for the inspections. Ishgardian Knights and Inquisitions, a lot of them. As if they'd ever turn their cloaks. Reckon that means the porters are your most likely suspects? Hate to think it, but maybe you should question them. There's a crew coming to Camp Dragonhead from the White Brim front today. You might consider having a word with them. I've got all this going on, I'm still not anywhere close to going to saving Tartarum and Philia. When do I get to save them? Wrong way. Where am I actually meant to be? Is it down at Dragonhead? No. It's out here. So the guy I just walked past. Never. Okay. Beg your pardon, you suspect that we porters have been planting draconian rosaries in the House Hellion art shipments? What nerve. If you truly believe such nonsense, search our parcels and see what you find. This one. Where's the other one? There. Ooh, found a rosary. I will accuse him. Are we finished? If so, I would appreciate an apology. The fuck's this? But that's impossible. Once the night of the White Broom Front concluded our inspection, I loaded up parcels into the wagon myself. If I had been the culprit, I would have never allowed you to search my shipments. Ah, that's just what a guilty man would say. Say what you will to Lord Hoshfont, I will not be held accountable for this. Did something happen outside? I thought I heard shouting. But more importantly, what did Rick have to say? More draconian rosaries in every single parcel bound for Skyfire locks. That beggars belief. Even the Inquisitors must acknowledge that there's no more than a crass attempt to sully House Hellion Art's reputation. Whoever is responsible has overplayed his hand. And praise alone that he did. Lord Francois' trial is upon us, and we must act now if we are to clear his name. Let's take a funky book. Oops. Sorry, I forgot to turn that off. Oh, and I forgot to turn all the overlays and shit on as well. There we go, now you'll pop up in chat. Oh, there goes Bird. From the very first I knew it could not have been that so many members of House Hellion were heretics. At last, we can finally give a lie to these poisonous allegations. Put an end to this travesty. I will need to prepare a formal statement regarding these developments for the Holy See. In the meantime, I would have you bear my word to the Inquisitor Brigitte. Tell her that House Fortem's arsenic demands that Lord Farsol's trial be postponed until a full investigation has been concluded. I've got a feeling if I tell an Inquisitor something like that, they'll just kill me. I don't think you can normally backchat them. Brigitte, he says no. What is it, my child? Lord Hoshfont would have the Inquisitors do what? But no, it's not possible. Inquisitor Gilliman presides over Lord Francois' trial at Witchdrop even as we speak. Fear not, if Lord Francois is indeed innocent, we shall walk in Halone's halls with the fallen halls of heroes of Ishgard. That's kind of fucked. Hoshfont is already at the guillotine, we may need to be quicker. They've taken Lord Francois to Witchdrop. This is madness. The Inquisitor doesn't have sufficient grounds to subject him to that manner of trial. I will not stand idly by and allow an innocent man to die. Ooh, 1 second, guys. Alright, we're back. I would dispatch you and one of my knights to Witchdrop to forestall the proceedings until such time as I am able to join you, and petition Inquisitor Gilliman in person. I will endeavour not to keep you waiting too long. To whatever, you must keep Lord Francois alive. It's like the old, if we put a witch in the water and she drowns, then she was innocent, so we don't have to kill her, but she's already dead. How do we get out that way? I think we go through here. Out the front door into the side. A place called Witch Drop, I imagine it's like a gallows or something. It's more of those airships I saw earlier. Oh, no, it's a bit more of a literal drop. I mean, most people tend to use gallows. It's kind of a... Wait, but if he doesn't have aggro, he'll survive with 1 HP. Orleanet, let's see what you got to say. Hey Larry, as you can see, Lord Francel yet lives. We must try to reason with the Inquisitor, but if his guards judge us a threat, we must also be prepared to defend ourselves. This should also get me level 45. Jocelyn Charlemagne Francel de Helionart, you stand accused of heresy against the Holy See of Ishgard. Is there aught you wish to say in your defence? Hear me, brothers, these charges are false. The men and women of my line were opposed to the Dranians. I am no different. Since the very birth of our nation, we gladly shed blood and bloom at the service of the Holy See. Condemn me and you struck a blow against the enemies of for the enemies of Ishgard. It is for her alone to judge if you speak the truth. Prove your innocence in the eyes of the gods and men, leap from the cliff and entrust your fate to the fury. The righteous shall take their place in Helene's walls, while the wicked shall reveal their draconian forms to be put to sword. This is literally a witch trial. If they float, she's a witch. In the name of House Vortex, I beseech you, stay your hand. I'm kind of surprised that Ishgard's actually seems to be a lot of elves. I actually thought there would not be elves. I thought it would be normal humans. Here with Vidal again. Inquisitor, we have come on behalf of Lord Hochefort. My lord has uncovered evidence which suggests that the charges against Lord Francel are without merit. We humbly request that these proceedings are suspended until such time as a full re-examination of the facts can be conducted. Lord Hochefort has allowed his personal relationship with the accused to cloud his judgment. That he should harbour private doubts I may have allowed. That he would dare interfere with the legal proceedings sanctioned by the Holy See I cannot. To defy the will of an Inquisitor is commit heresy. A crime for which there is but one punishment. Jump off the cliff. We must hold them until Lord Hochefort arrives there, and remember, no harm can come to the Inquisitor. I'll try not to kill him. Seize them. Boing. Get rid of the archer first. This one's a bit tankier. So get the disembowel buff on him. Huh. Took your time. This guy not going to stop. Where's he going? Oh, there's other people over there. Team up and help. This is small. We've got a wyvern. I thought we didn't like dragons. Do the cool dodge. Didn't work, but AoE's everywhere. Kill the Chirurgeon. Can you stop that? Oh, he's invulnerable, so I guess there's no point for fighting him yet. Let's get my actual buffs back up, so heavy thrust. Come back here, you funk. Guess the dragon killed him. Bye then. Or was that dragon actually not part of this quest? Ooh. But what if they were the heretics? It's not our intention to defy the will of the Archbishop, but this trial, like many others I fear, has been orchestrated by the enemies of House Helionart. They have used you and your fellows to sow discord, Inquisitor, to set brother against brother, that we may tear ourselves apart, like a Horus heresy. The fevered imaginations of desperate men. What proof do you have of this? By the fury, a draconian rosary, that the night you refused to yield, it was he who summoned the wyvern. A heretic in the ranks of the Temple Knights, has grave implications. Your claims would appear to have merit, Lord Rochefort. I shall withdraw my charges against Lord Francel, pending further investigation. I'm surprised you didn't just ask him to still jump off the cliff, just to be sure. I trust you have not lost sight of which brought you to Corpheus area. Pray locate your errant airship and use it. Lord Rochefort, I have not the words to express my gratitude, but why would you risk your reputation to save mine? Because I know you, boy. You are too loyal to betray Ishgard, and too devout in questioning your sentence. Had you been slow, you'd have jumped off of your own free will. How old is this guy? I would have done whatever it took to redeem House Helionart. Praise the Lord, it did not come to that, but it profits us little to dwell on what might have been. Let's quit this place, Harry. Pray visit me in Dragon Camp once you have recuperated. I'm guessing these guys are just going to be big racists towards me eventually, because I'm like half dragon. No, I mean the other guy, the one who looks like a kid, Francel. He's got a really, really young face, despite being very, very tall. Right, go back here. We'll go see Rochefort. I love that move. Beaver race? Not from the earlier ones. I may have seen it, I just can't remember it. You look well, Harry. May I say what pleasure it was to fight alongside such a fearless and skillful warrior? Were it not for you, Lord Francel would surely have died defending his honour of his house. He might well have perished at the hands of I might well have perished at the hands of the heretic and his wyvern. House Fortemps and House Helionart, she will never forget your service. Now, let us return to the matter of your missing enterprise. Yay! We can get our next Dragoon skill. Be even more jumpy. The man with the knowledge of the Enterprise awaits you outside. I pray this information proves useful to you. Hello. How quickly the commoners' opinions change. They say Lord Francel is innocent now, but just a few prior days. Anyway, you were inquiring as to the whereabouts of your airship, last seen in Corthus several days before the calamity, yes? Well, it so happens that I was monitoring the night sky at the observatorium during that period. I recall that a small vessel came from the direction of Gridania and landed somewhere in the far northwest. Relying on memory alone, I can say no more than that. However, were you to bring me the astroscope log from the evening in question, I could calculate a more accurate location. The log I require is volume 6 of the 1572 readings. It should be stored within the other past logs at the uppermost floor of the observatorium, just below the astroscope. I believe it will be a large red bound tome, though you ought to confirm the date and volume number if you're unsure. So 1572. So it's the class war for the next one. I'm guessing the race war is in Stormblood, based on when Pat was talking about it. Which is going to be quite funny. Can't wait for the heated gamer moments of Stormblood. Oh, should we pick up the Dragoon quest while we're in here, actually? Kill two birds with one stone. Albrecht, teach me how to jump. So Albrecht has been eagerly awaiting you. Impeccable timing, Ari. A message arrived from Istinian but moments ago. Much to my astonishment, he would trade words with us and bid us meet him at Boulder Downs. As to his true intentions, I cannot say. It may well be a trap, but we must go nonetheless. I trust you. I can count upon your company. Cool, so we've got that. So this skill, this isn't behind the mission, unless I get the mission that'll give me that afterwards. Let's go get this book as well over here. So 1572, although I imagine they won't make me pick the right one, or will they? Let's see. Like, with the amount of detail they're given a lot of these missions, I'm actually surprised that I didn't have to pick the right one there. Considering they give you a lot of flavour text quite often. So, as I said, I was kind of surprised that they didn't just go, right, remember which book it was, they told you the exact volume. A lot of other games would make you do that. While we're down here, we'll do the Dragoon one. They can wait on their book. Is that all eyes on? No. I ran into a fate involving a bigger one of them that kicked my ass. There's one with like a roaming boss. It might be somewhere around here. There is it. The eyes have it. Nice reference to UK politics. Oh, this place looks funky. The fuck is this? Why is this place so cool? What's with all the sci-fi shit? Where are we looking for our Dragoon buddy? There he is. Of course, for a Dragoon I've got to go to the highest point. Don't attack me. I don't want to be... Oh, fuck's sake. I hate being paralysed. Also didn't summon my Chocobo, so I can't fully just tank this. No, I was more just surprised about the sci-fi bits of it. Although, from what I remember, the moon did look a little bit sci-fi. Ah, because he's the better Dragoon, he stands on a slightly higher perch. Greetings, Master. It has been too long. Istinian, end this folly at once. You must know that each second the eye passes outside Ishgard's walls brings us closer to the repeat of the tragedy of the 20 summers past. Surrender yourself in the eye, and return with me to Ishgard before it's too late. Ah, but it is already too late, Master, for you see, Nidhogg has already awakened. What? Hear me, Master, you have mistaken the cause of the dragon's return. The eye is not to blame. A premonition came to me by virtue of the dragon within, warning me that the great worm would soon rouse. Even as he slumbered, Nidhogg seethed with irrepressible rancour for the wound that 20 years ago. That rancor sent him into flying as a speeding arrow to Ishgard, whereupon death and devastation will ensue. But there is a possible solution. Were the eye taken to a remote land, far from the Holy See, then, and only then, could the destruction be averted, and the lives of innocent Ishgardians be spared. Should we leave it near the Lala Fells? You mean to make a bait of yourself? Nay, this is more than you let on. You seek vengeance for Ferndale. To me, the two of you are the same. You know my past better than any else. It was no other reason than to avenge my family that I became a Dragoon. Dragons long outlive men, and do not soon forget the wrongs done to them. What grudge they harbour burns as a fire in their hearts, over time swelling into unquenchable inferno. You need only look back on the history to see that Nidhogg grows stronger with each awakening. When he last darkened the skies, the great worm came with a hair's breadth of laying waste to Ishgard. Naught short of death will prevent him from completing his mission when he next wakes. Nidhogg took everything from me. Now I shall take everything from him, even if it means my life. The eye works in ways men can ill comprehend. But this much is plain. In choosing two Azure Dragoons in one generation, it means for us to join together in a common cause. Adventurer, you have heard my resolution. Now I ask that you lend me your power, the power of the dragon. In the long and proud history of Ishgard, never before have two Azure Dragons arisen in the same era to fight as one. This is our best, nay, our only chance to send the great worm to eternal slumber. Behold my armour. This is the Draken mail, forged in the lifeblood of dragons. As blood calls to blood, so too does the armour call to the dragon within, redoubling the wearer's strength thereby. If you would realise your potential as an Azure Dragon, you must needs clad yourself in the same. Clad so, you will inherit the techniques passed from Azure Dragon to Azure Dragoon, down throughout the generations. Then and only then will your training be complete. But first you must win the Drachnimel, as I and Salbrook did before you, by proving yourself worthy in the ultimate trial of the Azure. A series of battles so harrowing as to send the unworthy to an early demise. Master, once the adventurer acquires the armour, pray see to it that she learns to harness the power of the dragon in full. I was expecting this guy to be somewhat like the Lancer dude, who was kind of a dick. I was still going to wait. Save your worries, I did not mean to make myself easy prey for dragons. I take my leave of you. Right. So now we've got to speak with Outbreak, who is back at camp. That was a cool little meeting there. I do kind of wish a lot of these scenes had more music in them though. I can kind of see why Heaven's Ward, when I've heard that it's quite Dragoon focused, is going to be quite interesting, having started as a Dragoon. Which means that when I get near Shadowbringers, I'll probably do the Dark Knight questline. Istinian. Forgive me, I was deep in thought. Now then, as to acquire the armour of which Istinian spoke, at first it was my intention to bequeath my own armour to you. I'm an Azure Dragoon no longer, and its powers are wasted on me. It'd be simple enough to hand it over to you and complete your training right here and now, but we need you to do MMO fetch quests. But as Istinian said, the Draconian armour is no ordinary set of mail. Its strength derives from the dragon blood from whence it came. The blood's power resonates with the soul of the wearer. Though I can no longer draw upon my iron armour's power, its bond to me was forged years ago. Were I to bestow it to you now, I fear it would offer but a scintilla of the protection it offered me. Yep. Istinian has the right of it. You must claim the armour as he and I did before you. You must complete the trials of the Azure. That power of the dragon blood could be yours and yours alone. The Ogre's Belly will be where your final test begins. I shall dispatch Sir Brusimore. Seek him on your arrival. Right. I hear a Moogle. Where is it? Oh, right there. Okay, so Double Dragon. So that's over there. Right, so we'll go back here, we'll do the main one, then we'll see which one we want to go to afterwards. And from here we want to go forward. Oi mate, I got your book. Did you perchance find the correct log? The 6th volume of 1572? I would understand if you failed. The other catalogues were often careless when returning old volumes. My word, you actually found it. This musty old spell brings you back such fond memories. Ah, here we are. If you permit me a moment to make some calculations. It's as I feared. The ship landed near Stone Vigil of all places, which means that the garrison almost certainly seized the vessel and brought it within their walls. If so, you need an army of knights have any hope of securing it. Though Lord Hoshfon is, from all indications, quite fond of you, so perhaps he could lend you a few. In any case, I've done my part. I shall pray your success, friend. Oh, so you located the Enterprise. I believe congratulations are in order. The Stone Vigil. Perhaps I spoke too soon. The outpost is held by the dragons for years, and all access is restricted by decree of House Dullinder. I will write a letter to Sir Drillimore of the White Brim Front. Request that he grant you permission to enter. That said, I fear my influence alone will not suffice, so I suggest that you request Sir Francel to do the same. Now that your business account Dragonhead is concluded, I suspect we will not see you again for some time. Wish you well on your journeys, Eri. May Helene guide you. Off we go. And where is... we wanted to go? Yeah, halfway down. It's Mike again. His horse is faster than my bird. I imagine we can't be too far. Let's see how far off we are. The next dungeon. Considering it's popped up now. And this way. So in terms of how far off we are on... we've still got a fair bit actually. So we might end up doing one of the early dungeons sooner. Francel, I need some help. Wonderful to see you again, Harry. If there is anything I can do to repay you, name it. So the airship you seek is likely inside Stone Vigil. Shames me to say that I too was once the outpost held of House Heliar in the chaos that followed the calamity. The Dravanian hordes caught us unawares. The fiends that have held the outpost ever since. As we lack the strength of arms to retake Stone Vigil, House Durandare instead has been charged with the duty. Given that, I doubt my words will carry much weight with Lord Drillimore. Nevertheless, I will write your letter. Before you depart, a word of caution. The cravens who attempted to destroy House Heliar have yet been unmasked. That the plans were foiled, they doubtless still harbour great hatred towards us. Towards you now as well. I can't imagine they'll ever come up again. And we want to be over there. So it's faster to teleport to camp. How far are you from me now, Rio? And I've been racing each other somewhat. Auto run. Ooh. Level 43, so you're... let's see... yeah, you're sort of where I want to be by the weekend. Brunadier. You desire an audience with Lord Drilmar, do you? I desire a night in a warm bed with my wife, but wishing won't make it so. Yeah, but I've got the smash letters. There you go. What do we have here? Letters from Lord Rochefort. Francel, is it? I like it. Oh, you're serious. What to do? What to do? There we go. Your timing could not have been worse, traveller. Lord Drilmar's attentions are focused solely on the Stole Vigil at present. In any case, it's not my responsibility to escort visitors. Take your letters and show them to Sir Albar. Yes, Sir Albar can surely accommodate you. Seek her in the storeroom on the opposite side of the yard. Right. Oh, they've got dummies here. Up here. No, let's give it a shot. See, my card deck's probably not good here. Again, what would be my pleasure? The boredom fair drive me mad. So long have I lain here. Let's give it a shot. I think I beat her once. Let's use this deck. So we've got swap. Our swap normally fucks me over. No, that was alright. Plus and 3 open. Use you to get in early. Might not be the best one there. Easy mode. Oh no, combo! I got fucked! Oh, fuck me. I always get thrown off by some of the rules in this. I thought I'd won that. Let's give it one more shot. Hey, Cormac. Put you there. Yay! Let's see where. Oh, Sid's in here. Sid, how did you get here? The Enterprise. And I didn't even tell you it was over here. How did you know? The Enterprise is indeed inside the Stone Vigil, though we must convince Lord Drilmar to cooperate. Who are you? Things are fairly calm at present, but soon as there is a sortie, we shall have our hands full again. We could use another chirurgeon, certainly. Am I in the right place? Most likely not. So, building underneath. Was she on the roof? She might be on the roof. Oh, there's a building there. Thank you, Cormac. Albert. Sir Brunadier bade you speak with me, did he? I know not why he presumed I would be in a better position to help you, but I assure you that he's mistaken. Lord Drilmar hasn't the time to spend speaking with low-ranking knights such as I. However, he has always had a moment to spare for head chirurgeon Astidian. Want to visit him in the infirmary upstairs and show your letters to him. Run around, fat chocobo. He's upstairs, isn't he? Help me out. Are you here to visit a patient, madame? What is this? A letter of introduction? From House 4 Thames and Haley. These documents, such as these, you need to seek an escort. Pray proceed to the barracks to speak to Sir Grenadier. No, Gordonal. You should know Lord Julemont's current whereabouts. Please stop making me run around. I know he's up here. No, he'll be downstairs, because downstairs will be the barracks. So in here. Boring room. No, I guess this isn't the barracks. Is it this side? Nope. Is he in the basement? He's gonna break out. Wahaha, cower you vermin, crawl in your soft bellies, receive the kiss of the dragon, renounce your wet pulp flesh. Sounds like he's having fun. So this is the prison, not the barracks. We need the barracks. Oh, look, it's Pat. So I'm guessing... Is it back up there? Does this count as the barracks? No, this is just the infirmary. It wouldn't be too bad if I knew where I was going. Oh, it's because I'm an idiot. I was looking at the triple triad star. I was thinking it was the actual objective. I'm a silly boy. So he's in this building. Upstairs, I guess. There he is. Good note. What reason have you for barging into? Oh, I see. Well, you're in luck. Lord Julimon is just up these stairs. Let us know, though, I would not expect much. House Durandare as a whole does not hold adventurers in high regard. You had best state your intentions quickly and succinctly. Show proper respect, and it should be returned in kind. Oi, fuck, I need help. Julimon. So God knows permitted your passage, you very well speak. I come highly recommended. You wish to brave the ruined outpost filled with Skelkin to secure an airship that may or may not be there. Are you the avatar of the Fury herself? Hey, you're back. You gonna help out? We are the Signs of the Seventh Dawn, Lord Dremel. You know our name and you know our deeds. We are come to Corthus to slay Garuda, Lady of the Vortex. To that end, we seek the Enterprise, the airship of Master Sid Nan Garland, who stand before you now. Master Garland, you're alive, but that's impossible. Indeed it is, my lord. Do not be deceived by the honey... Are you still fucking doing this shit? These foreigners are not to be trusted. At this critical moment in Ishgardian history, as House Durandare marshals its forces to retake the Stone Vigil, who should appear in the white in front but three mysterious strangers. Sid Garland, missing and presumed dead since the Calamity, and two Signs of the Seventh Dawn, defunct band of misfits recently exterminated by the Empire. The houses may have been duped by these grandeur titles, but I should hope that House Durandare would have greater sense. I know not why these three seek the stone vigil, but I know we cannot permit them to pass. Why are you such a dick? Thank you for your counsel, Inquisitor. For a moment I nearly believed these mummer's farce. You three are not to enter the outpost until we've reclaimed it, and until you declare your true intentions as well. It could be moons before House Durandare purges the dragons from Stone Vigil. We cannot afford to wait that long. Sid Airy, we must do whatever it takes to earn Lord Dwillimon's trust, understood? Why can't Sid just build a new one? Probably be easier. I can just go gather the materials. Common is the nation which has barred its neighbours, but our neighbours are dragons. Relentless and merciless creatures. Though generations of conflict and sacrifice, we have owned our warcraft with fire and blood, all to survive, all to triumph. Anything less and we would not be here today. Alright, so we've got to speak with some more. Oh, there he is. Sam? That's Benedict. Come now, you didn't think it would be that easy to earn Lord Dwillimon's trust, did you? Even if you are who you claim to be, it would be reckless for him. Well, he seems to be trusting me until the other guy showed up. It would be reckless for him to believe a story without question. At the very least, you ought to show your support for House Durandare by culling feral crocs in our stead. A simple gesture like that would help earn the respect of Sir Clotarian, as he always struggled to find men to attend the task. Why not give it a try? You got a non-important quest. Nivi, what you got? Oh, it's you, beg pardon. But I've heard whispers that you wish to prove yourself trustworthy to Lord Dwillimon. Perhaps we could be of service to one another. I'm the humble herald of House Halionite, you see, and I was to deliver a most important missive to the Whitebrim front. I was travelling along the road when a fearsome flow of snow began to fall. As the curtains of white descended around me, a sudden gust of wind from the sea of clouds tore the parchment from my hands. I fell to my knees and groped blindly, hoping to recover it, but to no avail. It could not have been blown far from the road. Right, so go find the missive. Is anyone else want me to do odds and sods for them? So this. So it's back on the way to Whitebrim. And Opportunity Knocks is... Right, so if the order we do things, we go Whitebrim, then we go up to here and do the Dragoon quest, and then we'll go down and do Opportunity Knocks. Sounds like the best order to do this. Oh, normally the quest is right in the middle of fucking fate. It's a low one. Oh, fuck off, really? So that boss one is sat right on top of my mission. This dude kicked the shit out of me. Ah, I'm level synced, so they'll ignore me, thankfully. And what am I looking for? That. Summon bird. Grab this. And then we head to here. Go to the Dragon Quest, which is up here, past the Ogre's Belly. I just want to know what I'd do to get my cool new jump. Spine Shatter Dive. This way. The amount of quests in this town is getting actually ridiculous. If I'm zoomed out, I can't actually make out the town. It'll hopefully be useful for when my paladin gets to that level. Yeah, I just wish there was a way of turning them off on the map for now. Was he here, or no, he's just around the bend? No, I don't want to fight you, Taurus. Hey, there you are. Brusimor. You've grown strong since we last met, adventurer, but you pale in comparison to your azure forebearers. If you prove me wrong, let your lance do the talking. Ooh, that's a cool new enemy. What? No, it's not you. That might be one of the dungeons I was in before. And I killed it. Did I impress you? Once again, adventurer, you prove yourself worthy beyond my expectations. Take this, but know your trial has only begun. Your next challenge lies in the chamber beyond. Sir Ostian awaits you there. What did he give me? Oh, first bit of armour. So I put on the blue armour. I've got fancy black tights on. I'm quite glad the Chocobo doesn't naturally draw aggro. Or at least it hasn't seemed to. It'll fight when I choose to fight things, but you, a foreigner, would don the Draken armour, then prove to us that you will not do it dishonour. So fight this captive, you know. Oh, threw a rock at me. Oh, I got caught in the thing. Easy, give me my next bit. I've trained one up to be a gatherer, one up to be a lancer for my retainers. I send them out on just long missions. Problem is they can't out-level you, so you probably want to put one on your main class. The trial is now complete, but be forewarned, many before you have made it this far, but only to fall down at the final challenge. Still let that confidence be your fall. Yeah. And the last one. No, there's got to be more than this one, unless I just get a shit ton of the armour. The only issue of some Dragoon armour is I hate that it doesn't cover the whole skin. It doesn't work that well for me. So you've made it this far, very well. Prove yourself worthy of Azure or die in the effort. Yugas. Come over here. Just give them coins to send them out to do stuff. They bring you back items. I just send them on the 18-hour ventures when I can. You have demonstrated your powers to me beyond doubt. There is not an Ishgardian here who gainsay your right to don the armour of dragon. I shall send word ahead to Sir Albrecht that you've passed your trials here. It is he who will present you with your 4th piece of armour and consummate your training. Go now, my fellow dragoon, and deliver this land from the Great Worm's wrath. Okay. So that's that one. Ooh, someone added a new room to the free company. So we now want to head to Opportunity Knocks and then down to get my file armour piece. If you're not too big into the gathering and crafting air guard, just basically put a TV show and do it. I actually quite enjoy the crafting and gathering so far. Wrong way. Also, I found when I was doing my gathering that taking up the fieldcraft leaves were really, really useful. As they give you bucket tons of XP. Some of them I'm doing even at around level 10 will give me like 20k experience. It's a gobu. There's a lot of gobus. So now I've got to kill 5 crocodiles. These crocodiles make me uncomfortable. They look really fucking weird. Got like a little head in there. Draw the aggro in. Right, that's crocodiles done, and we can now go get our final bit of armour down here. I think it's the final bit, but he's probably going to send us on something else. So we're level 45 now, so we'll get Spine Shatter. Next up is Chaos Thrust, which will give me my full combo. Corner Rock. At the same time as Dragon Fire Dive. Albrecht, I hear from Sir Bessemore you performed most impressively, yet I stand more convinced ever. Yet be warned, Ari, one last trial awaits you. You will face this trial in the presence of not of the knights but of ghosts. Make your way to Steel Vigil and seek out the gravestone north and west of the structure. Take with you this flute when you arrive at your destination, but a single strong note. A visitor shall soon arrive, entertain your guests. Should he leave behind a present, return here to me. Okay, so first up we'll do So imagine we're probably going to have to go back there in a little bit. So we'll go along to hand these in first. And wrong way. So head out this way again. What I might do is queue up for a dungeon in a little. So is that Ishgard far in the distance there that I can see? The place that looks a little like Anor Londo. Yeah, I did it. Corner rock. It's a big fucking bridge. So next I need to be... Did I walk past one? No, he's just in the barracks. Which is this building. I think, yeah. Oh, I missed the quest, oh no. Little bird tells me you slung some crocs in an effort to curry my favour. I'm afraid you've been hard miss. That young fellow merely sought to shirk his duties. Still, your heart was in the right place, and it can't be denied that the people of Kurthus are better off with without those beasts. Very well, I see that Lord Dromon was made aware of your deeds. Do try and understand my lord's position, though. It is his responsibility to ensure the Whiterun front is prepared for every eventuality, be it endless blizzard or Dravanian assault. We will not put our efforts to retake the Stone Vigil at risk without good cause, which you've yet to give. I don't see you have to send me somewhere that I've just been. You're the last responsible for the commotion upstairs. I word travel fast on Whiterun's front. I gather you still wish to change Lord Drillmon's mind. There's one thing I've learned about the man in my time here, is that he listens to and respects the opinions of those under his command. Whenever the barracks, and he should say no. How, you ask? That's easy, sir. The poor soul's decent fare for a change. The last few supply shipments contain no meat whatsoever, and the knights are rightfully beginning to complain. I think we cannot prepare the mistakes with using mud puppy tail meat. It wouldn't be a quality meat, 'tis true, but it'd be a damn sight better than nothing. If you've mind to lend a hand, why not await the lurking mud puppy in Definian Pass? Take this bottle of vinegar. Locals say it weakens the mud puppies by clouding their mucus glands and drying their skin. Cool. So where's that? It's not too far. So we've got one more. I've got to speak to Drummer. Got a letter for you. Did I not make myself clear? Be gone from my sight, foreigner. I shall have you removed. Have that. A missive, give me that. House 4 Tempson hereby formally advise that all restrictions employing false swords be. These are not more than ill-conceived notions of a hopeless romantic and naive lordling. House Durandare will not even be in this position had not House Ilinat failed to hold the Stone Vigil. They would have pit us one horde against another. Nay, I say, we need only Ishgardian steel to cleanse the realms of these godless heathens. I'm going to grab a drink, guys. I'll be back in like 2 minutes, maybe. So I'll mute that and I'll put on. I'm back. I'll go through like 5 or 6 pints of water every time I do one of these streams. Right, so where do I hand this in? It's nearly downstairs. Lord Dreamwont rejected our proposal, did he? I could hear him shouting even from here. Alas, he's not the only one to heap disdain upon House Helionart. Ever since we lost steel and stone vigils, we've been at the mercy of the other high houses. We should have been the ones fighting to reclaim the lost outposts, yet it's House Durandare that must pay the price for our failure. But how can I bear Lord Dreamwont's harsh word back to Lord Francel? Mayhap I should remain here for the nonce. Okay, so that's that one. Now I've got to kill some mud puppies. And they are this way. No? They are this way. So what are these 2 dungeons then? I'm guessing that one might be Stone Vigil. But there's another dungeon there. There's 2 down here. Ah, Wanzoran Vale, so that's where that is. I didn't actually expect that to be in this sort of location. Slayer spotted my puppy. So there's only one of them I need to do. Oh god, that's... So you use this. Hey, missed. Oh no, I'm caught in the animation of it. So that's that one. Just back up there. Is there any other things we need to do? That's a leave. We'll abandon the leave for now, just to clear up my menu. Shadow of the Maelstrom. So just take that back. Right, so that should be the last one of them. Hopefully the last one of them. Let's see the guide when I've gone out here and set myself to auto run. Yeah, so we're about 3 or 4 levels off the stone vigil, I think now. It's not too long. Oh, I've had some fights where I forgot to put potions, whatever they give you, onto things. Bloody nightmare when that happens. Right, got your stuff. Have the tail. Oh dear. Remind me to never wander near my puppy's spawning grounds without a bottle of vinegar. Anyway, this should only take a moment. I'll just need to do this, and voila. Never seen a man cook steaks that fast, have you? Take these 3 and distribute them around the hungry knights. Who wants food? We ought to at least receive a hearty meal before we march off to die in that godforsaken waste. Is that a fresh cooked steak? His blessing be upon you, my friend. My puppy's meat or no, it's the most delicious food I've had in a fortnight. You there, lass. Don't think I didn't see you and the cook conspiring together. Let me make myself perfectly clear. If you wish to buy my trust with a steak, it would be my pleasure to oblige you. There we go. Yes, I feel invigorated and refreshed. As if I had the strength of 10 men and the wits beside. Aye, I should have no trouble concocting a new reason to refrain from sentry duty. What a hero. Where's the last one? Is he upstairs? I'm guessing so. Yeah, you. We're spear buddies. Ever must we train to maintain our skills at arms, yet we never receive proper sustenance. Well, today's your lucky day. You're a godsend, my friend. Too few appreciate that house doing dare must do more than their fair share of work for the sake of this guard. So that's that. It feels wonderful to see everyone in such high spirits. Amazing what good food can do for morale, eh? Ah, but I forgot about the hard-working Carogians at the infirmary. So rarely do they take their meals in their hall. Am I taking this steak to Canota? She's doubtless so preoccupied with the health of patients that she's neglected to attend to her own. Doo-doo. Where are you at? There you are. No, that's not you, that's someone else. Beg your pardon, madame, but I'm busy attending to this man. I'll be with you in a moment. Have burger. Is that... Come to think of it, it's been a while since I last ate. Suppose it wouldn't hurt to have a nibble. Oh my, this is fantastic. Thank you so much. I'll eat the rest right away. Oh, crack the stew. Go for this one. So now I think we go back to speak with him and say everyone at your fort loves me. Well, one of the good things about being over leveled is it does mean I do blow through some of the sort of tedious fights a lot quicker. I don't think it even particularly took too much to be fairly high. No, I guess I'm not in here. Oh, over there. I went the wrong way. I assumed it would be him I'm talking to now, but I guess there's still people to convince. Sid, what do you want? Sid would like to furnish the infirmary with a new alembic. Might I have a word with you, Harry? It concerns the chirurgeons. After speaking with them earlier, I learned they lack sufficient alembics for their needs. So I used some of their broken equipment to craft a more advanced alembic, both a gesture of goodwill and a means to help me recover my memories, since working with my hands feels kind of familiar. All I require is a complete device that are the cause of 6 ice sprites. They're commonly used to... My gloves look kind of cool though. I like the purple glow on them. They're commonly used to reduce the temperatures of alchemic mixtures. There is a way to alter their properties so they draw out the cold rather than radiate it without. It must sound ridiculous to you, impossible even, yet and somehow know it'll work. Might go fuck up some pixies. We do need to kill 6. Shouldn't take too long. So this will be 3, and I think, is there any more nearby? Let's have a look up this way. Just hipposurfs. See one. Is there another one over here? Kill this one, then I'll head back, because the other ones might have respawned by now. Yep, there they are. And give these to Sid. And he can make whatever he was planning on making. He was up in the infirmary, which is up here. I'm really interested in what's going to be revealed for the gathering quests, or the gathering classes, on Friday. And just in general, if they're going to have any surprise drops. But I'm kind of scared of getting more spoiled. If you technical ones, please show me. There you go. What an amazing device, but is it truly Olympic, sir? I've not seen its like before. I'm too unsure of what to make of this machine. Well, certainly impressive, I've no idea how to make use of it. Nevertheless, as effective as he claims, it'll be a great boon to the infirmary. Think of the medicines we could create, the lives we could save. Even so, I wonder where the kindly strangers bearing gifts, wondrous and strange, for his generosity comes at a cost. It's this folk. The earnest efforts are but a mean to as yet. Why does this guy not trust me that much? Moreover, he should be wary of associating with individuals who have interfered with the questioning of a suspected heretic. Look, I'm pretty sure I proved myself like a moment ago. Right, Mel, how's it going? And Jave? Did he what? Bless you, Inquisitor, for coming along when you did. You must succumb to the temptation preferred by these unbelievers. Why does that man detest us so? Is it all because we interrupted the Lord Francois' trial? I know, he seemed fairly happy that we'd done it in the end. Whatever his reasons, he clearly means to oppose us every turn. Like he was an arse at the start, but he seemed sort of okay with us once he found out we actually had evidence. You take the red ring? Yeah. That's going pretty well. Just slowly getting through these. We've got a dungeon up soon. Silla's concerned. So I get these cuirasses, but I'm getting cooler armour at the moment, so I probably should go for the money. Or I could get a mithril cuirass for my paladin. So I'll need that eventually. Before we can pursue Lord Drillmon to help us, but it seems we must convince Inquisitor Guilliman that we are not his enemy. But how might we go about doing that? We know little and less about the good Inquisitor, despite him being such a prick. Perhaps we should learn more by speaking with the people of the Whitebrim Front. Share your finds with Alphino in the square. I'm sure he can formulate a strategy. Is there anyone here you can tell me? No, probably the person downstairs? I bet you're in a card game, you should tell me the truth. Was it Graham? Yes, of course, I know him, but alas, I have not seen him since the day he came to Whitebrim for 7... But you haven't seen him, he literally just walked past you to get upstairs. My memory is somewhat muddled, but I recall a blizzard nearly buried us in the snow that day. Now the ill fortune of being assigned to the Night's Watch. Oh, this is Game of Thrones land. Now, while the stronghold wept, we slept, we walked the walls and patrolled the exterior. My route took me outside at the eastern gate at one point, where I caught sight of a silhouette illuminated by the light of the sea. Thinking it was a wayward traveller, I cried out and gave chase, but slipped and took a terrible fall. When I woke, it was days later in this very bed, where I have laid recuperating from my injuries ever since. I tried to rescue him, but in the end, Inquisitor Guilliman rescued me, carrying me the gates out of my life. So this is going to turn out to be an arsehole, but a nice guy. Oh, there's another one in there somewhere. Or is that downstairs? It might be downstairs. Because there's the prison down here. Ah, right choice. Inquisitor Guilliman, I haven't foggiest of whom you speak, unbeliever. Aye, we have learned of your deeds at Witchdrop. I will not be party to whatever dastardly schemes you hatched against the Inquisitor. Away with you. Who next? Someone over here. It's Pat. Let's ask Pat. Under Inquisitor Guilliman's watchful gaze, unprecedented number of heretics have been unmasked and brought to justice. They say he goes days without sleep, so great is his devotion. Blessed are we of such a godly righteous man to protect us. So the barracks. Cook, tell me he likes something weird. He likes pineapple on his pizza. The Holy See has decreed that Inquisitors are the arbiters of Halone's will. See, my character worships Saloni, shouldn't she actually be fairly cool with this guy? They may be afforded every courtesy and the utmost respect. Alpha, no, everyone loves him. How do I beat him? We could go inside. In case you have noticed, my attire is ill-suited to this climate. I realised it soon after our arrival, but paid no mind to it, as I hoped we might find the Enterprise far faster. I mean, we're looking for an airship that's been 5 years in the snow. I can't imagine you'd expect to find it in a good condition. Instead, we wasted far too much time meddling in local affairs. Never mind, our journey is almost at an end. All that remains is to deal with the irksome Inquisitor. Sid tells me you were busy making inquiries, yes? It should come as no surprise that he's held in high regard. Even so, I'm beginning to suspect he has other reasons for hindering us now. Let's more closely review the testimonies you obtained, Eri. Mayhap they will prove insightful to the Inquisitor's motives. We'll take this, even though I could do with more money. Something troubles me about that wounded knight's account. He claims he fell chasing a figure in the darkness that he saw outside the eastern gate, yes? But the main road leads to the southwestern gate. Since we arrived in Brimfront, I've seen no travellers arrive by the eastern gate. Moreover, he said he glimpsed a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city, which would imply that the Inquisitor came from the north of the eastern gate, not south. But that cannot be so. That way lies naught but a deep chasm. Assuming Sir Gelot is not misremembering. The Inquisitor's behaviour that night makes absolutely no sense, at least to me. Mayhap retracing his steps will shed light on this mystery. Out this way. Look at this Lalafell posing dramatically, staring off into the distance. So I guess round here? Or have I got to go down there? Guess can I go down? Can I go down there? Oh. Guess we'll find out. What the fuck is that? Oh. It's a dragon. Guess I could have gone the other way and been a bit more safe. Ooh. Got things to fight now. Stop that, it's annoying. What's under the snow mound? What? Okay. So is it different from the one we just met, or is it? I'm very confused now. So he was killed and replaced him. But when did he do it? Or was it a different one than the one we just helped? Because the one we helped didn't seem to be quite that much of an arse. For a moment, guys, that looked like a figure walking along the sort of ramparts. I was getting kind of spooked. There's a little ghost. He's not the real one. You found something, didn't you? Well, don't keep me waiting in suspense, let's see it. Given the contents of the encyclical, I believe you've just made the acquaintance with the real Inquisitor Glenn. He would come to Corthus and murdered on the day of his arrival. Yes, it would have been a simple thing to assume his identity, but even if you were to behave oddly, who would have dared question the wisdom of the papal appointment? Still, while this is incontrovertible proof that the Inquisitor is an impostor, we have yet to discern his true identity, and why he's decided to oppose us. We must proceed quickly, Harry, before he learns that his deception has been discovered. We'll take those. Blood for blood. Ah, I get that reference to skill name. I'll take the helmet as well, so we'll have a full mithril set. Since Lord Draymore has already been turned against us, I fear this encyclical alone will not serve to convince him of our claims. But what might persuade a man so quick to disregard his endorsements of two high houses? The cook did say the Lord listens to and respects the opinion of his knights. If a certain knight here were to provide testimony that supports our claim, yes, mayhap this may be the only way left to us. Confront Sir Gillot with the evidence you discovered and see if it helps him recall the truth. As a man of faith, he may find it difficult to cope with such horrific revelation. Nevertheless, we must do everything in our power to secure the Enterprise. This ship better be really fucking cool. This is a lot to do for it. Oh, you have returned. Is there something else you want to ask? I'm more surprised why he doesn't just stay inside. They seem to just let Sid wander around. The Inquisitor is an imposter? Don't be preposterous. That could not possibly be true. He's a paragon of virtue, a dedicated servant of fury. You'd have me believe it is all a lie? If you're so certain of your ludicrous story is true, then go speak with Sir Prunilla. She was at the Eastern Gate that night. She helped the Inquisitor carry me here. I will never speak against the man who saved my life. I'm guessing that's down in the dungeon? Maybe? No? This one. You. I do not know. I believe I know you. Pray move, trouble me no more. Kind of got confused what the tone of that was going to be. Thought it was just going to be shouting at me. I'm in the habit of handing bloody documents to strangers. Yeah, it's fun. Why would you show me such a dreadful thing? I know naught of it, not at all. I think you do. What, you do you doubt my words? Away with you. I will suffer slander no more. Point at her. You know, don't you? Fury take me. I prayed this day would come. When Sir Julio gave chase, I followed close behind. He didn't fall. One of those Dravian abominations lashed out at him. Nearly killed him right then and there. I drew my sword and rushed to his side, straining to see the enemy. But what came from that was not a beast, but a voice. He knew the things about me, about my family. Secrets I never told another. He said that if I kept his confidence, Sir Julio and I would be spared. I defied him. Everyone I loved would suffer unimaginable horrors if they died. Ooh, is this going to actually condemn this person? When I last agreed to his terms, the man came forward. It was very marked to him as an Inquisitor, but I knew him to be false. Together we carried Sir Julian to the infirmary. On his first night in Whitbrum front, Inquisitor Glenman was heralded as a hero. Soon after came the accusations. Countless men and women of good moral standing seized whilst in possession of draconian rosaries. As I feared, he was condemning the innocent to death. I wanted to confess to Lord Dremont. Wanted to put an end to this madness, but when I remembered the Inquisitor's threats, I did nothing until Lord Francel was accused. Some time ago, I followed the Inquisitor and found him that he kept draconian rosaries in his chest in the southwest of Whitebrim front. So I took several from this chest and planted them in shipments bound for the Skyfire locks, as I hoped. Oh, they were discovered and considered evidence. That's a weird way of trying to get the word out. Thus exonerating Lord Francel, casting doubt on the other recent trials. Forgive me for not acting sooner. That seemed like quite a risky way of doing it. Had I not shown up and fixed the problem. Search for the white front area. Southeast of it. Whereabouts we looking? I was looking for a red circle. So we can close this. Hidden under this comically suspicious snowman. Suspicious box, what's in it? Right, so now we go back to Drillmore and go, we found out what happened. And up here, I think it was second floor? Yeah. Just these fucks here. Hello. Why do you persist in this folly? I will not grant you access to 3 stones. Do not make me repeat myself. Have the box and this. There better be a very good explanation why you're carrying these rosaries. And where did you find this papal encyclical? Fury take me, the Inquisitor is a heretic. Never before have I heard such an unbelievable tale, but this evidence in your testimony can have no other explanation. I have misjudged you and your friends, Eri, and for that I deeply apologise. I will permit you to enter the outpost, but first, I must needs beg your assistance. Help me tonight to bring this infernal impostor to justice. Only if you give me a cool hat. Heretic among us. That sounds like it's like the Telltale 40k game. The thrice damned heretic has murdered countless innocents and made a mockery of our laws. Hell's taken him and his Dravanian allies. I'm told he makes for Snowcloak even now, intending to pass judgment upon yet another poor soul he has branded a heretic. If we hurry, there may be time to prevent further tragedy. Lend me your strength and we will put him to the sword. Right, where are we heading? Right. Nope, it's this one. Nope, it's this one. I get very confused about the gates in this place. And we want to hang a right. This should open up Stone Vigil, I think. We've got this and then the next quest opens it. So if anyone in the chat is wanting to be online to jump in for the dungeon, we'll be running 2 dungeons, so... Ooh, this place looks cool. I've got a sneaking suspicion that you're not very well hidden here. Good to have you with us, miss. When Lord Dilamon arrives, we are to confront the Inquisitor. If he refuses to go quietly, we'll need to use force. Are you prepared for that? Yep. Let's fuck him up. You needn't tremble so, my child. The righteous shall enjoy everlasting peace in Helene's hole, only the wicked. But why? Why must it die? All is holy, I swear to you, I've never questioned the teaching of Helene. Inquisitor, release that maid and come with us. My Lord Drillimore, what is the meaning of this interruption? You are aware that I am at present conducting an interrogation, are you not? Silence, villain. I name thee, heretic, murderer of Inquisitor Guilliman and countless innocents. You are a traitor to Ishgard and to your own kith and kin. Your sins are beyond measure, beyond redemption. What? What do I do? Ah, grave allegations indeed, but you'll find your logic is flawed. How can I betray that which I owe no allegiance? No, Lord Drillimont. My conscience is quite clear, I assure you. I wonder, can you say the same? You whose hands are black with the blood of those whose only sin was to question your nation's crazed crusade. You speak to me of Ishgardian innocence? All are complicit in these crimes, for all live lives by the Archbishop's lies. But I know you will not hear me, deafened by dogma as you are. If you desire retribution, Lord Drillimont, then come. Let's see how Ishgardian steel fares against Dravanian fang and claw. Right, so what's he going to do? He's going to summon things? I imagine there's going to be ads at some point. And we're not just kicking the shit out of them. Yeah, there's... do I fight? I imagine I have to fight these off. Or is he just going to summon these things forever? It's Kith, I didn't know. I knew Kin. Really get my buffs up on him. Keep an eye out for more ads. Oh, become a dragon. Fortunately, I came as the class that's built to kill dragons. Do I kill the wyvern? Guess I should. Was he impervious? No, he can get fucked up. Actually, I imagine after killing this one, I could probably just burst him down. Get a piercing debuff on him. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised I didn't end the fight. There we are. My glamour's dispelled. Your plans lie in ruin, heretic. Choose your words wisely, for they will be your last. Haha. You may not recall the many Ishgardians I've sentenced, but the families of the dead will never forget. Blood has been replayed with blood. For that I'm content. My only regret is that you yet live. But your end is nigh, foreigner. The dragons within the stone vigil will rend you asunder, and when you are dead, Whiterun front shall fall. Defiance the last. Leave the body for the crows. His oak deserves naught better. Eri, I must apologise for involving you in this sordid business. You should never be asked to intervene in Ishgardian affairs of state. Rest assured, I have not forgotten the matter for which you first brought you into our midst. It's past time that you have reunited with your airship. But this is not the place to discuss such matters. Pray visit me at the Whiterun front and bring your associates. Cool, it's nearly time. Ooh, and I've got a message. Where we meet them? Oh, I want to get back on the drag. Right. So if I make this party while we're going. So who wanted him? Rio. So if I invite Rio. Elgard, what's your in-game name, Elgard? So we're about to run up to it, and then I've got space for one more. I think Rio said he's healer. So we just need one person to be tank. So I can't use my gladiator in this bit. Chloe, right, so we invite Chloe. Where have you been, Eri? The false inquisitor has been slain, has he? Yes, well, this was a tale always to end in bloodshed. Though you have overcome the last in a long line of unfortunate impediments, I would ask you not to revel in your victories just yet. We can celebrate once we've secured the Enterprise. Okay. As I am sure you will agree, it's past time we had a stone vigil. Pay Lord John a visit and remind him of his obligation to us. Sid and I will follow in on. And he is probably in here. So who is the last one? Will anyone want in? We've got Elgard is that Red Mage? We've also got my bird. We owe you all a great debt of gratitude. Had it not been for you, the heretic masqueraders Inquisitor Gilman would still be among us, free to prey upon the innocent. I see now that I was foolish to dismiss your claims at hand, but you must understand, it seemed too much to hope the Scions of the Seventh Dawn still lived, to say nothing of Master Garland. Never have I been happier to be proven wrong. Well, it's gratifying to know that someone has derived pleasure from the enjoyment of your hour. Now, if you've no further objections, we would appreciate if you would permit us to enter the stone vigil and retrieve our airship. Yes, of course, it's the least I can do, given all you have done for us. But entering the outpost is the least of your concerns, I fear. You speak of the Duranians who now hold the ruin. In part, yes, I should explain. Shortly after you first arrived, I had my men scour the old records. They found that abandoned airship had been seized by the soldiers garrisoning the stone vigil in the days following the calamity. But as far as I've been able to ascertain, it was still in their custody when the outpost was overrun by the dragon. Whether it was damaged or destroyed during the battle I cannot say, nor can I give you assurance that it has not been removed in the intervening years. Rio, don't rush for it. For far too long the ruin has served as a draining foothold in Corthus, from which they have struck out with us as depressing regularity. Though we have pushed them back behind the walls, we have yet to be unable to drive them out. I cannot say when the situation will change, or how it will change. Forgive me, Lord Drummer, but there is no guarantee that you prevail. In any event, we don't have the time to wait. We will secure the property without Ashgardian aid. I see. Well, that may be for the best. I'll inform Sir Nathaniel of your impending visit. May Helene guide you, science. I said I'm doing 2 dungeons, so you can always just jump in on the next one. And we are needing to go out of the building. If you can't make it, drop on for the next dungeon. I'll ask people in the free company to film. And we need to go out that way. I think. No, this is the wrong way out. We need to go across the little bridge. Oh look, you can see Chloe on the map. This place looks cool. I'll kill people while I wait. Kill this off, might as well. Ah, failed. Right, let's get this opened up while people finish up. Hey Larry, Lord Dalmars have praised me for the situation. You may enter the stone vigil whensoever you will. Okay. So, who said they can join in the chat? We'll give Rio 2 or 3 minutes, if not, I'll drag one to the next one. What arcs they have? Grab arc for Tonk. So if we're not grabbing them, we'll grab... I'll invite Vivian. I'll grab Rio for the next one. jump into the dungeon. Ah, Rio says he's free. Well, Viviet doesn't respond to this. You said you're free just to say invited her. And in that case, I'll grab. I'll grab you in the next one, Rio. I'll swap the parties around for that. So, because I've got the dark hole to do, so we're going to do this one. Commence. What could possibly go wrong? Right, so I don't know any of the mechanics for this fight, so we'll see how badly this goes. Yeah, the Howling Eye is kind of important. I know what that mission is. Because that's when you're getting into your next big fight, I believe. Ooh, big boy. Got this a lot. I've got AoEs now, guys, though. Only one. Spam a one AoE. Oh, guys, it's so good to fucking have an AoE. If not, no worries. I'll be grabbing people to do the mission you're doing probably on the weekend. Team up where everyone else is aiming at. We seem to be doing alright. We get fairly decent sized pulls. And we're not dying, so. team spike up. I guess that's our first mini boss out there. Yeah, we do it. I got the balance. Ooh. So, got any fun mechanics for this? I'll catch you later, Mal. Blood. Heavy frost gun. Oh, got silenced. Hey, what's in the box? We're all green on it. Just follow the tank, see where we go. I've got a feeling something's going to pop out there. Should I be staying way further back so I don't actually get hit by that? More AoE. Ooh, this is a bit tougher than the other dungeons I've done so far, though. Please stop setting me on fire. Heavy thrust back up. Ark says no paladin AoE at his level makes it quite tough. So we're basically just relying on my one doom spike. I do get my second part in this combo soon though, which should be quite good. I like this flame effect, it looks cool. Alright, so I'm guessing this is another mini boss. And out the cannons, right. I think Viviette's dealing with the cannons. So 2, buff, 3, jump, go back round again. Blood on, reapply heavy thrust. Go back into the combo. Ooh, he's dead. I need on both of these. So did you just activate the cannons when he stood in front of them? That's what I'm guessing. Hey, we did it. I imagine we can't be too far off the boss now. To answer my stream question, yeah, you just activate them, otherwise it's an AoE damage to the party. Right. target them. Hey, another level. So we're level 43 in here, but that'll make us level 47 maybe? This looks like a boss room. Alright, let's see the cutscene. Oh look, it's the Enterprise. Surprisingly good shape for how long it's been there. Yes, just beyond that enormous sleeping dragon. The dragon is not our concern. We've come for the airship and only the airship. Sid, you and I will sneak aboard the Enterprise. Prepare it for launch. Eri, you stay here and keep an eye on the beast. If it wakes, you may need to provide a distraction until we are ready to depart. You can imagine that, can't you? You can manage that, can't you? That solves it then, shall we, Sid? As you command. What's this funk? So you mean Slay Garuda next? Interesting. Most interesting. And you're aware that her strength greatly exceeds that of your previous primal conquests? A testament to the fanatical devotion of her followers, the exile are nothing if not zealous. In spite of your past achievements, I labour to believe that you'll best this foe. Yet only a fool would underestimate the great bringer of light, slayer of Ifrit, bane of Titan. If any mortal is capable of defeating the Lady of the Vortex, it's you. Win or lose the battle, at least make for an entertaining spectacle, assuming of course you live that long. Alpha the dragon. Confound it all. So can he just possess monsters then? Is that what he's doing? Let's see how well your plasmus gifts serve you this time, Crystal Era. Right, let's see what the messages were. Just dancing, forgot the glam sword. Just chatting about stuff, really. Lay down there. Right, any gimmicks I need to know? It's a cool fight arena. Just don't stand in the air. That's a tall order for a Dragoon to do. You know, not what you ask me. Ooh, I've lost my mouse. Disembowel on him. Maybe thrust back. And do combo. I just hear explosions going off the distance. I hope everyone else is okay. Oh no, Vivia! Oh fuck. Ow. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I killed the dragon. Do, 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 do. Hey, what's in the treasure? I don't need those. Right, so thank you guys for helping on that one. And then I'm going to run off and do the other Dragoon main story, and then I will run the dungeon for the Darkhold. That'll probably be where I end the stream for tonight. Yeah, it's a pretty simple dungeon. It's quite a fun one though. What's happening cutscene wise? Oh, Savita Crystal. I'm getting these at a fairly quick pace. So I need one more then. Don't know quite what happens when I get that final one. Eri, you're right, speak to me. "12 we praised, I fear the beast had injured you. I see now why the others rated you so highly. When you were caught in the midst of the etheric bubble with the dragon, I was all but certain my next mission would be to find a new champion. Thank the gods for sparing me the inconvenience. I have quite enough to do already, which reminds me, Sid is working on the Enterprise as we speak. Let's go and see what he has to say." Honestly, it's smaller than I expected. "What say you, Sid? Will she fly?" "Yes, it will not be a pleasant ride." "Well, I dare say it will be no more unpleasant than staying here. 'Tis a pity the Enterprise is not in a better state, but she will allow us to quit this place, so she will not complain. If we are all in agreement, let us return to Gridania. Though I would like nothing more to set course for the Howling Eye, it is plain the Enterprise has no condition to weather the storm. She must needs to be repaired, and we are to proceed with our mission." Right, thank you, Aegon. I'll catch you later. This is also familiar. I know this airship. If I could just... no use. Let's go. That's a cool ass saw on the front of it. Please say I get to have that drive into something at some point. Whee! I was kind of hoping we'd get to just chill on the airship. Alpha, give me a reward. I have longed for a more agreeable climate than the 12s would. Yeah, I would not deny the Holy See has its charms. Endless detours aside, our Ashgardian jaunt proved quite an adventure. Alas, our work is far from done. We still have an airship to repair and a primal to slay. No rest for the heroic, eh? But I need to go back now. So we need to go Alt V, and we need to go to Carthus. We'll go finish off the Dragoon quest, do the final dungeon, and I'll call it there. Should probably check my Mog mail. Can I do it around here? Right, Rio, I'm just going to finish up this one bit, and I'll give you a shout. Go this way. Okay, so fight this thing. Is that one done? So we go back to down here. I think that should be this mission sorted. So while I go down there, I'll gather up Party 4. Invite Rio when I get there. And we'll run the other dungeon. Then that'll be me sorted. So where is Rio? That's Cormac. If not, we can just do it with randos, which might be funny. So yeah, we're level, is it 46? So your presence before me indicates you have seen the visitor. Have you ought to show for your deeds? Yes, I've killed this and that. The Skull of Greywine, old warrior of the Dravian Horde. It is said that in ages past he could bring down a castle with a single breath. His strength has dwindled since those days, but a dragon past his prime is a formidable foe nonetheless. In slaying him, you have proven yourself worthy of this. You now possess 4 pieces of the armour Eisenstein and myself and our forebears did wear. Well, you doubtless wonder about the 5th, I can tell you, only a matter of time. Only it is not a matter of mine to give. Fear not, however. He triumphs in the trial and against the dragon. The evidence of the dragon blood flow resonates with yours. And yet, before we proceed, I will hear it from your lips. The Great Worm's power is the stuff of legends. Have you truly resolved to fight this battle? To risk your own life to deliver a foreign land from the clutches of an ancient foe? When you're certain your mind is settled, return and speak. So do I have to do this for... Oh, it's so far away to get Spine Share. I can accept it now, actually. So you would join the strength to Estinians. The Ishgard might be free from the rage of the Great Worm forevermore. Then I shall honour my promise. You shall have full use of your powers by the time we are done. Before we begin, there is something I must needs confess. You recall the tale of my battle with Nidhogg 20 years past? Now the power of the dragon left me on account of my injuries? What I said was an untruth. The power did not abandon me, Ari. It was I who abandoned it. Being derived from our mortal enemies, the power of the Azure Dragon is a double-edged sword. Even as it lends us strength, we need to smite us dragons. It heightens our communion with the creatures, rendering our minds more susceptible to their seductions than ordinary men. Even as I buried my lance in Nidhogg's flesh, our gazes locked and mine eyes met with a look that would fair and pale a man. In that instance I found myself assailed by a torrent of emotions not my own. Sorrow, rancour and pity, they threatened to drown the man in me and leave me behind a dragon. Fearing that I might turn traitor, I chose to purge myself of the power that the eye had bestowed upon me. Thus regaining lucidity, I was able to rout the grievously wounded Nidhogg. Alas, countless of my brethren yet remain. As if to mock me, they fell upon Ferndale for vengeance. Bereft of my power, it was all I could do to save but one child. Nary a soul knows of this, nay, not even Istinian. But I can keep him in the dark no longer. At our last meeting, Istinian said that protecting Ishgard and exacting revenge upon Nidhogg are as one to him. The frame of mind I feel will lead to his demise. The desire to protect and the desire to avenge are opposing forces, and can be ill reconciled. Worse, the latter serves only to cloud a sense of self. When next Icinian and I meet, I intend to confess all. Though it may mean the loss of his good opinion, the outcome of the coming battle in his very life may well depend on the readiness to relinquish his power. Never allow yourself to forget the origin of your strength. Ever does the dragon lurk behind our eyes, biding its time ready to claim you for its own. Or less than a complete conviction, and you will find yourself in its vice-like crutches, so forewarned, let us return to its present endeavour. My promise to Asinian was that I would impart upon you techniques that will mark you as true as your dragon. If you would know the truth, however, this knowledge is not within my own power to bestow. Then you must claim the technique, much as you claimed your 4th piece of armour for you to bear, by proving yourself in battle with the dragons. This power you reunite for your own. I entrust you with your flute once more. Take it to the southwest Providence Point and blow a single note. By locking wills with your adversary and prevailing, you will prove yourself worthy to champion the cause which your lance has sworn. Cool. What I'll do is I'll do the dungeon and then we'll go do that and I'll end it there. So friend list, we want, let's see, scroll up on this. Arc. Am I blind? I can't see Arc on here. That's because she's in free company, not friends list. So we'll see if anyone joins in and then we'll run this dungeon. So we're doing the Darkhold. So I'll invite Shen. And we'll run this. That'll be all the dungeons on my list ready. I didn't check my Mog mail. I'll check it when I get back. So when we get back, not tomorrow, the sort of little bit after, not got too long left. Oh, we'll see how well it goes this time, Rhea. Darkhold. It's fine, we've got a good squad for it. Alright, let's see. What type of tank is Arc? Is that a Dark Knight? Right, so gotta be careful on this one. Hey, congrats on the 50, Rhea. Ooh, we've got a buddy. Where we going? Back down here. What is this bloody big ass thing? quite know what we're doing in here. Guess we just get around and stand in those circles. For that Doom Spike. Do you have to kill that all-seeing eye thing? Is it easy if we just kill it? Ooh. Spooky room. That's invincible, so I guess we can't hit it. Or can we? Guess we're fighting it. What does the big eye symbol mean on things anyway? Please look away, right? Does it only matter from in the front arc of it? Aggroed something? Mm-hmm. Hey, we did that. Pass. There we go. Oh, it's a little rough in the tank there. Oh fuck, I get pulled into shit. Whoops. I think we wiped there. So do we go okay? Yeah, I got kind of thrown off there. I just got dragged with like 3 airways. Oh, well, we're not too far back. Let's try that again. We'll try not to fight like 3 toads at the same time. See, I'm personally more of a fan of hotbars because I like to see all my moves out at once, and I'm fine on mouse and keyboard. Throw out more AoEs. Also, you're talking to somebody who used to play a lot of StarCraft, so... Guess this is the boss. Disembowel up. Got buddies. That flip out the AoE. What a perfect Dragoon. He's fucking perfect AoE dog. Dodges guys. Aren't I amazing? Greed. That was complete pro movement. Is there a thing inside there we've got to stand? Nope. Shen just blows up. Also, in terms of the dumb stuff I do, I play Dark Souls on a mouse and keyboard. I can deal slightly clunkier. control sets. Look, I tried to play Nier Automata on mouse and keyboard. I got close, but even I couldn't manage it. There's some control bits that just didn't work on it. Honestly, once you got used to it, it's fine. Ooh, that's a lot of dudes down there. Pull them through. Ooh, thank you for the follow, Beef Chief. This side of the Aries. Guys, I can't say how nice it is to actually have AoEs in this game after spending so long being single target only. I can feel useful in big fights. Oh, up to Shen. Oh, is this the boss time? What we got? Doing danger bongos. Honestly, they could give the Lance one way earlier. Give it to instead of getting Impulse Drive, it would be way more useful. It's not like you even use Impulse Drive half the time. Right, have I got mechanics I need to pay attention to? I've got my first damage combo through. Guessing that thing. Heavy. It's so cool to backflip away from fights, but it's so dangerous. I know I'll get myself killed more times than I do a cool thing. Like this. This is a fun fight. I like this fight. Get all the buffs. Oop. Yeah, someone used it. It's in the middle of my rotation. I need to get out of the way, I'm going to die. Hey. GG. I actually really enjoyed that fight. That was a good dungeon. Seeing the loot, I'm going to greed on them. Yay. Thank you for the help on that one, guys. Now we're going to quickly finish off this dragoon quest, but I'm going to, now that I've remembered, where's the Moogle? Because I have a message. Ooh. I got a coat from Mike. It gets cold in the world. Take this. Got to make sure to see the actual thing out. We'll put it on. Where is it? Oh, that's a cool coat. But very fashionable. I might actually go on my gathering class. It's a nice glamour. So let's see what's my recommended. I look atrocious at the moment. Right, so I'm going to leave the party. Thank you for helping, guys. And we are going to go finish becoming a druid. Which is just up from Dragonhead. So we teleport over. Yeah, I'll tweak him a little bit. We can learn Spine Shatter Dive, which will, I think, fully round out my kit to what I want it to be. Though, of course, there'll be more moves going onto it. I want my second. When do I get Chaos Thrust? Level 50, so I should have that for next stream, probably. No, that's fine. Here? No? Was it on a bigger platform I can't get to? Got a feeling. Is there actually a platform up there? Yeah, I've got to go round. Ooh, thank you for the follow, Ark. And this way and take the long route around. Alright, let's see what we have to fight. I assume it's going to be a dragon of some sort. Whatever that, however you read that. It's Shem. Yeah, then heavy. I can do so much damage now as my combo. Now does it just go back? Thank you for the heals. Teleport. And I can just jump down. Give him Shen a wave. Ah, he was doing it in all caps. Right, so let's get this new move and try it out. Then I'll get off stream and I've got some art stuff to do today. So next stream is probably going to be tomorrow if I feel like it, but I probably won't. I might do an art stream tomorrow. The next one is definitely going to be on the weekend though. That's near guarantee. And in that one we have about 10 quests, 12 quests before we get into Garuda. And we'll hopefully end up there. So we slowly just chunk our way through this story. I'm interested to see what happens when I get this final crystal. Yeah, I meant to actually pop it there. I actually mistyped. And that would have chunked off the final bit of health in that one combo. It's good to see you safely returned. I take from your bearing that the engagement went favourably. Yeah, take that. You left this place as a woman, Eri, but you return as a dragon. There is no more for me to teach you. From here out, the battle is yours and yours alone. Now, you might recall me saying that the fifth and final piece of the dragon armour was not mine to give. However, that is not wholly true. I could give you the direction of that which you seek. That said, I yet have reservations. The sheer power of the dragon housed within, such that a great many as your forebears, myself among them, have proven hopelessly incapable of wielding it. But I do not doubt what I say. Within you has awakened the strength that has forever eluded the likes of me. If you are not worthy of wearing the armour, then I know none who are. Remember my warning to you, Eri, and heed it well. Nidhogg is the lord among his kind. Aught less the complete conviction, and you will surely fall under his thrall. Before you can master your foe, you must master yourself. Hone your lance arm till you can bear no further honing. Then present yourself to me when the time has come. I will tell you what you need to know. I look forward to our next meeting, young dragoon. And we get the jump. Yay. Right, so my next one for him is at 50, I imagine. Yes, that'll give me the male. Right, and dragon the next move. So let's try this out. Where do I put this on the bar? Let me just check. This one, this spine shatter, goes next to normal jump. Is it one I can use normally? Ah. Always shows more jumps I could just spam when I'm not fighting. What's the range on it? Ah, so that gives me my full close-in move now. So now I can do even cooler moves. Oh, I got stunned. That's a long cooldown, aren't they? So what's the cooldown on this? 60 seconds, God. Let's get off one more time and I'll see if how good it looks doing the cool dodge. Right, so we're in fighting. He does his thing, I jump back and jump back in. Yeah, like a real dragoon. That's that. So we're going to return to Limsa because I've got a quest to hand in as well for doing that mission. So we'll pop there, and that means I could probably get my next promotion. Yeah, I dodged in AoE. It's perfectly fine. There's nothing cooler. Yeah. Hey, it keeps my enmity down. Tanks should be thankful for it. I believe it clears enmity and blind, so I DPS longer if I'm not dead. Ooh, Limps is busy. Have we got any other weirdos here? No, not by the looks of it. What was that? Ah, for some reason I thought it was a guy dressed as a gingerbread man from a distance. How come all the weirdos don't turn up when I'm on stream? So A from there, oh, the castle. Yeah, sometimes things happen and the tanks lose it. Hopefully this lets me get my next promotion. Welcome back, Sergeant Carlo. Word of your success has already reached us. If anyone deserves the plenitude of storm seals and recognition, it's you. The House of Zeesmore Knights spoke highly of the outcome. This will go to improve the Motion's reputation in Ishgard. Rest assured, your superiors will hear directly from me of your efforts. Anyway, it won't be long till you have a shiny new rank to show for yourself, I'd wager. Be strong and stay safe. So we've got that. Can I get promoted? Yeah, boy. Chief Storm Sergeant. In the name of the Admiral, I hereby appoint you to the rank of Chief Storm Sergeant. By this promotion, you are eligible to undertake a wider range of company levies. May you ever serve the best interests of Limsa Lamosa. And we are gonna... How long till I can get... So what do I need for the barding? Can I get the cool barding? I think I can get the crested barding now. But I need one more rank. What do I need to get that final rank? You must complete a trial as well as a complete rank 2 and the Grand Company objectives. I've done the hunts. Yeah, so I've got to do the trial. Is this it? came from the deep. You're here now, and we can certainly use your aid. We've received word that raiders have sunk a civilian vessel in the Strait of Malthor. One of the warships is en route as we speak, though I fear there will be a little left of them to find. I am uncomfortably familiar with tales of pirates looting and even commandeering targets, but to sink an entire ship entire, an excessively brutal act, even for a buccaneer. Now, I would wager it was the cold hard coin notes of the fry-stand fishbacks behind this. Then there's Serpent Reaver lackeys. There's Hagen have much to answer for. Vengeance will be forthcoming, but let us first focus on rescuing what poor souls we may. Okay. Just gonna chat with these guys, see if they've got anything cool for me. Highway robbery. Can unlock the Beast Tribe dailies. Sergeant Carlo, I know not what brings you to Maelstrom Command this day, but I can hardly fault your timing. Not decades ago, a convoy of ours was ambushed en route to Limpsa. The goodly shipments of Salter plunder, so people are nicking shit. Okay. So what should I be doing? So what are the beast tribes? Well, how do I unlock them now that I've done this? Can I do the hunts yet? Ah, okay. So I've unlocked them. Those could be on the missions for later. I'll do those on tomorrow's stream, I imagine. Because I'm finishing up now. Let's take a trip back to the company house and see if anything's changed while I've been on stream. No shit. And who knows, by the time I come back I may have enough company silk to upgrade the chocobo barding. Ooh, I better. How are these getting along? I've been trying out farming for the first time. So I put 2 seeds I've got while I've been gathering down. I'm just got to keep them watered. Right, so let's go inside. I doubt much has changed, but we're well on our way of getting enough money. What songs I got playing on the inside? There he is, the boss. In the comfy chair. I imagine not much changed down here. Nope, still the same as ever. Let's sit down by the fireplace and end there. Oh guys, thanks for coming along as always. So next session we should hopefully make it to Gruda and the next primal fight. So thanks for coming along and I'll catch you later. See ya.